What up, kings and queens, brothers and sisters? We are here for the saddest stories of Orange is the New Black. Now, I'm going to cut chit chat, but I just want to say thank you all so much for the recent love and support you have all been showing me. Y'all voted for it, so here we go. Spoiler alert if you didn't get it. So, number 5, we have the deportation storyline. There is a group of Mexican brown sisters in Litchfield, and they are ultimately, after the riots, no spoilers on that, are dispersed, and most of them are deported. We have the storyline of Carla, a single mother who we met later on in the season. In the series, she is deported. She tries to flee and is ultimately left to die in the middle of the desert. We also have Blanca, who we fall in love with throughout the season, throughout the series, and she has to fight her case because she takes a plea deal for the riot, and it jeopardizes her legal status in America. Ultimately, for her, her boyfriend ends up being deported after she wins her case, and she leaves with him. Then we have Maritza, who is released from Litchfield only to be grabbed up in a nightclub raid without her ID. It is found out that she was not born in America, and she is ultimately deported. The really sad thing about it is it's so true to real life. They even had the little babies in the courtroom, and the little children in the courtroom representing themselves. I shed a tear from this one, but I will say it is not in the top 3 because while most of them were legal, like Blanca, some of them were illegal. And when you are an illegal immigrant, this is America, don't get me started, there are things you cannot do. And Maritza broke the law, and then she was deported. But she did not even know that she was an illegal immigrant. So at the end of the day, it's really sad. Number 4, we have Tasty. Now, I know y'all get on my head about her not being in the top 3, but we'll get there. So, her entire story is pretty fucking sad. But we're going to just talk about the ending. Now, Black Cindy will never be redeemed in this household. We will forever be a Tasty stan. Free Tasty. Now, Tasty was arrested in the riots. And it was found that she had murdered a guard. She was fighting this trial, this battle. She had people behind her. She had Joe Caputo behind her. She could have won it. But this bitch right here, hanging on her shoulder, Black Cindy, cold-blooded bitch, snitched and lied and said that Tasty murdered a guard and got her life in prison with daily ass whoopings. Fuck Black Cindy. But I heard y'all now. Why is Tasty not top 3? She lost her entire life. Everything gone. She was a good person. Yada, yada, yada. I heard you. I get you. But at the end of the day, Tasty didn't even have to be in prison. Tasty got out and decided to go back. Had she not decided to go back, she wouldn't have never gotten life. She would never been in the riots. She would have been A-okay. So, wow, this is pretty fucking sad. And free Tasty till the day I die. Fuck Black Cindy, sis. It's kind of on you. Number 3, we have Doggett. Now, I'm going to tell you, now this really messed with my head bad. So, Doggett was a lifelong drug addict. She had a horrible life. Her story is extremely sad from birth till her death. So, she was a, let's just put it in today's terms, mega Christian bitch. She tried to kill somebody for not believing in what she believed in. She just was a horrible person. But at the same time, she was raised improperly and she did not have a correct education. She became one of my favorite characters. She became tolerable of others. She grew. She wanted so much out of life. She took the GED test, okay? They found out the practice test, first off. They found out she had dyslexia. And with that being found out, she could have extra time on the test. Loose chick, that fat fuck who belongs in jail himself, failed to get her that extra time. And she lost her shit because she just knew she failed the test. She found some rugs around the jail and ended up ODing. Tacy finds her gone, cold, stiff. And the worst part of it is, y'all, she passed the test. Number two, we have Lorna / Crazy Eyes. Because for me, they go hand in hand. So we have Lorna. Lorna was the first face every girl saw the first day in Litchfield. The smiley, happy, makeup-filled Jersey girl. Now, in the beginning, we could see the signs of her mental health, okay? But she was stable-ish. She did a couple crazy things in her, but she was cool. She finally finds the guy for her, lets Christopher go, gets married, and has a baby, little Sterling. Sterling dies of pneumonia a little while after birth. This is the beginning of the end for our girl Lorna. After she finds out her baby has died, she goes into a full psychosis. In her head, her baby is not dead. She is still married. Everything is perfect. But you see her mental health and how it's fucking with her through her appearance. Gone is the makeup-filled happy woman. Now it's the ragged, rough, crazy lunatic who should have been transported to a psychiatric facility. In the end, she attacks a girl who says, fuck her son, in the soft spot. And she ends up in psych along with Red. The last we see of Lorna, she is in Red's lap, sucking her thumb as Red rubs her hair. Lorna's completely gone. Now, I bring up Crazy Eyes in this because both of them, Lorna and Crazy Eyes, should have been examined and sent to psychiatric facilities, not Litchfield. Crazy Eyes was already fucked up as a child. There was paperwork for her, but still they sent her to jail for a mistake. These women were totally failed by the system. Completely and utterly tragic. Up next, we have Jimmy's storyline. Now, I am not going to put a number with this one because I feel like this might just be a me thing. With all the sad things going on around Litchfield, this might not even be up there for y'all. But for me, I have a thing about my old people. They did Jimmy wrong. She was there. She had to be at least 70 years old. Don't know what she was in for. I will get into that in the Busted series. But she was there for an awfully long time. It comes out that her older lady friends have been bathing her and watching her because she has been gone with Alzheimer's for quite a while. At least a decade. It comes to a head when she escapes through an open door, ends up with a bar. Then they send her back. and she jumps off the stage like she's in a swimming pool and breaks her arm. This leads to her getting compassionate release, which really means they're going to put her on a bus and drop her off at the bus stop. Her daughter is in Germany and they have not spoken. They have no other contact for her. They're absolutely leaving her to die. To me, this breaks my heart. Number 2, we have another one that personally really fucks me up. We have Red. Red is the boss bitch. She runs it. She runs the kitchen. She runs the girls. But as her storyline comes to an end, she ends up in the SHU, which is isolation, for months, if not a year or more. Which obviously messes with her mental. And while she's there, she gets a UTI that is not treated because she's in isolation. So when she comes out, she is fucked. She is done for. She looks horrible. Her mind is gone. It's bad. After she is released in season 7, they end up diagnosing her with early onset Alzheimer's, which I personally think was kind of triggered by the trauma of being held at gunpoint and scalped by Piscatella, but that's just me. And she is ultimately sent to the psych ward with Lorna. And she forgets Nikki. She forgets Lorna. She forgets everybody. She forgets who she is. The woman she once was is lost even to herself. And even just thinking about it and talking about it makes me want to cry because it's really, really sad. Now, saddest and most effed up of all, we have the death of Pusey Washington, which I came for. Our girl Pusey was always good. She went to jail, of course. That's what she was in this field. But she went there to try to better herself. She went there to try to better her environment. There was a nonviolent protest against an abusive guard at Litchfield, Piscatella. Crazy Eyes Suzanne got a little upset, and Pusey tried to help her. Baxter Bailey, not understanding what was going on, untrained and new to the prison, got Pusey down and put his knee on her neck. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Baxter was a decent CO, but he was new and he did not have any training. So ultimately, he crushed her shit and killed her. The most heartbreaking part of all was seeing Tasty break through the crowd, get down on her knees, and just scream. You don't even have to see the scene. All you gotta do is think about it and you get the chills, because that broke me. Tears falling, ugly crying. This is number 1 for a reason. It is also number 1 because it caused a lot of chaos that happened after it. After Pusey's death, they had the riots because instead of doing their due diligence, they sent Baxter on paid leave and painted Pusey to be the aggressor, as though this was a self-defense type of deal, which it was not. And ultimately, the riots lead to Black Cindy snitching on Tasty and takes us back to number 4, Tasty getting life in prison. So, Pusey's death is number 1 because it encapsulates the sadness of the entire thing. thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you all so much for the support. Let's get it to 250 subscribers, y'all. Just thank y'all so much. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave an orange down below in the comment section. Let me know you enjoyed this video. And with that being said, your girl is finna go cry now. Peace, love, positive thoughts. Deuces.